What's up everyone? Welcome back to today's video, and today we're going to have a talk at different perspective on when and how should it come when you need to use Campy or you need to use Flutter. So without further ado, if you're new to this channel, this is a channel dedicated to Kotlin Multiplatform, so be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. So without further ado, let's dive into different perspective into when you need to use Campy in this case. For you all know that Campy, it's a framework that allows you to develop applications for Android, iOS, web, desktop, where, and all the way enables you to share logic in between them. So when should you use Campy and when should you use Flutter? On the other hand, as you all know that Flutter is a cross multi-platform that still allows you to do the same just like in Campy. Although here you need to realize that for Flutter is much more mature compared to Campy, and I know this is a tough topic to deal with, but if you come across the forums, you'll happen to see a lot of developers arguing, claiming this framework is better than this framework does this. See, but the aspect of the whole thing comes usually with what the developer needs in this case. What does the developer has it takes for him to do the work needed for him to do? You develop an application for a client. The client on the other side wouldn't actually ask you, did you develop this using Flutter? Did you develop this using Campy? What the client needs from you is a working solution. A working solution that it will be able to solve their problem, and not on the other case saying this is better, this is not. Again, it comes back to the team. Now your team needs to develop a solution, but you're opting in this case to go for Flutter. Good. First of all, you need to ask yourself, does my team in this case have the capability to do this? Are my people conservant with this thing? If they're good, that's a go. Take that, you develop, you deploy. On the other side, there will be those native Android developers in this case who will wish now to develop for the same solution, maybe in this case for a different client, but using Campy. The logic still remains shared logic, then across the platform you just pitch from the main. So the whole argument here which I'm putting across is that for somebody to pick and choose which framework to use, it's up to them to see which of these technologies that I have am I good at, which then you go ahead and implement that. Still would work. Again, but here you need to know there are some trade-offs. Is that for the Flutter side, you won't actually have the feel of the native Android aspect of it, because Flutter on the other hand compiles different compared to Android. But then again, when it comes to Campy in this case, you have the leverage to work with native Android libraries, which again will enable you, or you'll be able to develop high performance applications in this case. The same happens even for desktop, web. So that is now the whole argument. Another thing that I would like to put across is the issue with the support. I know there's been a lot of talk lately, others claiming Google is dropping support for Flutter, but those are rumors in this case. These are technologies which are out here and everybody can use. The issue of maintenance or That is something which we have seen across the years. Even when Kotlin was unveiled, others put across saying that now Java is time now, Java will come to an end. But it's been years now along the line, we haven't seen something like it. So again, for on the other side on KMP was unveiled, and as you all see that the adoption rate so far is pretty good. I can put it as a solution. We see this as something which in long term it will be able to gain traction along those lines, just like the way Flutter community grew all the way from nothing now to a bigger community. If you like the video, subscribe and hit on the bell notification to be notified on our latest releases. Till then,